Hello, this is Yarn Realm, and today we're gonna try punch needle kit. Like the Star Wars thing. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's the two threaders. You can barely see it. Right there. That's the whole threader. I don't know how this works, but I'm gonna try it. It's as small as my hand, and my hand is tiny. That is kind of pointy. This one doesn't have its own punch needle thingy, but this is a punch needle kit. It comes with, oh, pre-printed fabric panels, blast, pre-cut felt piece, and what I need is the adjustable punch needle tool with threader. 1.6 millimeter. There's different sizes. Which one do I have? What size do I have? It doesn't even say a size in this. 6-inch plastic interlocking embroidery hoop, which I have somewhere here. I need to go find it. Basic sewing supplies and fabric or craft glue. A bunch of notes. Do not pre-wash. Ew. And then all their instructions. Nice. I'm gonna go learn this first. So I found the old embroidery hoop that I don't remember where I bought it, but it's a plastic one by Susan Bates. I never used it. Now I'm gonna use it. Oh yeah, it is 6 inches. How does this open? Nice. That's cute. So tiny. It's supposed to be a coaster. How big? Finish size 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. Okay. Center it. Press the outer ring on top. And then it's saying I have to pull this before I tighten it. Is that tight enough? I'm gonna do the yellow part, the peach part. It came with 3 peach colors, small white one, and 2 red ones. And one of these so we can put it as a coaster later. Now I need to put the needle together. It's pointy, you gotta be careful. So it's saying I have to do this. I put the threader, this very thin threader, into the needle in the front, all the way through until I see it in the end right here. Place thread inside the loop. We're gonna put it inside the loop. Boop, boop, boop. Open it up a little bit more. I'm gonna pull this back out until the thread goes through. Boop, there it is, there's a thread. There's a little tiny hole right here. If you can see that, there's a hole right behind there. So what you have to do is put your threader inside that hole from the back part. And we're gonna put it up forward where the hollow part is, if that makes sense. And then we're gonna pull this thread and put it inside the threader. Yeah, it is inside the threader, and then we just pull it out just like that. We're gonna leave 2 inches, it says. What we have to do, we can practice on the edge on the outside, which I can just practice right now. The front of this, where the design is gonna be technically the back of the design. What we're working is the back when we pull through, and we have to go all the way through until it touches the plastic part of this, and then we bring it out, go to the next one, and just punch through all the way until you can't push it anymore, and then come out and just keep going. and you have to keep a loose tension. Don't pull it, don't do anything to tighten it. I'm not doing it okay. Oh, I'm not doing it okay at all. I gotta get used to it. So I'm gonna pull it and see if I can do it one more time. I'm supposed to have loops like that, but I can't do it. Why not? I don't know. To actually start hole punching, I learned that you actually have to have the pencil straight up like this. Not perfectly straight up, but just enough. And also have the pointy part where the little hole is going the direction that you are trying to punch needle into the fabric. So I just finished doing the mushroom coaster, and this is how it looks like in the back. This is where we started punch needling, and this is the front. I made it so much thicker, like next to each other so much. Very dense right now. It did take longer doing it that way. I don't know if I was supposed to like spread them apart a little bit more, like leaving longer gaps in between each punch, but I actually like it. I like how dense it is, how thick. What people usually do, they cut this to make it fluffy, and I think I'm gonna try to do that. Instead of leaving it with loops. I don't know, I'll think about it. But now I just have to put glue onto this to put this together, and then we're gonna put on the little foam part that came in the package. I'm just gonna cut these closer, trim them closer, and then this is the only glue I have. It's like a glue and sealer, dishwasher safe, but that's fine. This already has a sticky backing onto it. I'm just putting a little bit of glue to make it more secure. I'll just take these off. Well, that could stay right there. Yeah. Trim. Get some of this glue just so it stays secure a bit. People just put glue all over the entire thing. I don't have the right brush, and I do not have the right glue. Okay, so I put on the glue on the edge. It says to be careful not to pull on any of the floss. So if you pull onto them, it will pull these out. So be careful not to pull onto the threads while putting on the glue. Like right here, I did that a little bit. Yeah, it's okay though. I'm gonna cut it around once the glue dries, and I'll show you that. But we're gonna cut this probably like an inch away. These scissors are bad. Oh, that's less than an inch. I'm just gonna cut it like a circle. It's okay. And then I remember seeing people just cut them to the edge right here, so it's easier to fold them in. I feel like you have to glue the entire thing if I wanted to trim this part to make it fluffy instead of looped like how it is right now. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave it how it is. It says to trim approximately 3/4 inch away from the design. I did probably like 1/2 inch, probably 3/4. I don't even think it was in here. Okay, so I just put glue. It won't stay down. I didn't even say to glue these down, and it won't even stay down. Okay, so I just hot glued it instead. It dries faster, so it stays down a lot easier and faster. So that's the back, and I'm just gonna put this on there. Put that down so it's not difficult. Like that. It says to put glue on the edges if you want to, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna just leave it like this, and there's my mushroom. Yay! Took me a while to do this. My first coaster. Just gonna put soda on there. There's my coaster. That's so cute. I know I did the stitches like pretty close together, like I said before, and I still ended up with thread left of the white, tan, and red. So that's actually pretty good for whoever like punch needles very, very closely, like I did by accident. I don't know if we were supposed to or not, but because sometimes I would punch needle and it would push one of these out, so then I had to like pull it back in on the other side. But it still ended up good. It's a little piece right here, but that's okay. It ended up really good. Yeah, like right there. Some of it I would punch needle again, through it again, and it'll pull it out a little bit. And I would end up with a lot more probably if I actually spread it out how it's supposed to be, to where it doesn't mess it up a little bit. It's not messed up, it's just a lot more character. It's actually pretty fun. Very, very calming. The reason I got this was because I wanted to try to do rug tufting. I've been always wanting to do that, but I know it costs a lot. It costs way too much. Because you gotta buy the gun, which is probably like over $100. The frame, how big I want the carpet to be, or tapestry, or whatever you want to call the rug tufting. I like this so much. It's so cute. I want to make more. And this was actually pretty cheap, just doing it on my own. I think it was like less than $10 just to buy the needle part and the tiny kit itself. Anyways, thank you for watching Yarn Realm with this smaller, yarny, thready coaster. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching Yarn Realm. Have a great day, or right now it's nighttime. Have a good night.